Next, I'm going to talk about small group instruction. And when Nichols talks about small group instruction, he specifically talks about shared reading and guided reading groups. So I'm going to start off with shared reading. With shared reading, it is one step down the release of responsibility from read-alouds. It's usually pretty interactive. The teacher is doing a lot of modeling, and there's some student involvement. Maybe you grab out a big book and have students finger track as you read the words on the page or something like that. It can also look like buddy reading with experienced readers. So especially, I know like my certification is pre-K through 3, so getting 5th grade buddies or even 6th grade buddies or things like that, to have experienced readers be your for buddy reading is also a form of shared reading. Next, I'm going to talk about guided reading groups. The number one thing for guided reading groups is you never, ever, ever want to ability group. The reason for that is students will quickly figure out, if they haven't already by the time they come to you, which group they're in, whether it's a low group or a high reading group. I know like the students in my school are labeled as gifted and talented if they're in the accelerated program. So they kind of already have an idea of where they stand in comparison with their peers. And really the danger in that is them internalizing that and putting a ceiling on themselves or having a ceiling put on them from other teachers about their abilities and what they're capable of. And so the way that you really want to group your guided reading groups is by strategies that you want them to try. So you pick your text strategically with a purpose on what strategy you want to use. And your reading groups should be pretty small. They're generally no bigger than 6 kiddos in a group. And this is a really great time for some of your shy kiddos to kind of get a chance to share what they've been doing and talk in kind of a comfortable setting. And another great tool for that, because I know I was a really shy kid when I was little, and it always helps too, even in the small reading groups, if you go up to your shy kiddo before and point something out, give them a compliment about something they're doing really well, and then tell them that that's something you've done really well, and I would really encourage you and invite you to share this in your small reading group today if you'd be comfortable with that, and kind of give them the chance to do that. If you have kiddos that are so shy that it's still tough for them to talk, then you can give each kiddo in the group 2 popsicle sticks, and as they talk, they can slide in a popsicle stick, and once they've slid in both, everyone has to slide in both popsicle sticks before they can start pulling them out. So that just makes sure that the conversation is balanced in your small reading groups. You can do that big group as well, maybe during circle time or a whole class discussion, just to make sure that every kiddo gets a chance to talk.